All right, good morning. I've got my ATC switch installed. It's the automatic transfer switch, and it's wired up. That's my hot one, my neutral, and my hot 2, and my ground. Now what the ATS switch does is the power comes in here. That's the shore power, and it comes up through the surge protector and it goes into the shore power side of the automatic transfer switch. This side is for the generator, which will eventually come through there and go up into there and connect to that. So basically we have two power sources, generator and shore power. Then it's going to leave here and go up to the breaker panel. Okay, so if I'm running off of a generator and the power's coming in here, then the shore power is disconnected. So only one of these two is going to feed the service panel or provide the coach with electricity. The generator, when it's on, always takes precedence. So, for example, if my shore power is connected, to a power source, and the power goes out, and I turn on my generator and supply my RV with power, and then the power comes back on from the utility company, it won't matter, because the generator will always take priority. Even though power is being supplied here, you can't have two power sources supplying your RV. Plus, you don't want this generator and this electricity both supplying your coach. It would blow it up probably, or something bad would happen. So, but the second that you disconnect the generator, then the shore power automatically kicks in. Okay, I will demonstrate that later as we go down the road. All right, let me put my service panel back in my main breaker panel. Be right back. Okay, had to run to Home Depot and get a larger one of these, and I've got my wire stripped. It's going to go into goes into the automatic switch here, and then up into the power panel, and then it comes up and goes into my main breaker. All right, let me get that put in. I'll be right back. All right, drilled my hole for the shower valve. Getting ready to drill a hole for my shower spout. Getting ready to hook in the valve. I'll be back. My stub outs for my vanity. My hot. My cold. I flipped the cartridge in there so that it would, the hot will be on the hot and the cold will be on the cold. I just need to swap these things out. No big deal. All right, shower plumbing. And the vanity plumbing is all done. I've got to go buy 2 more crimps. I was too short, ½ inch. Rather than bring this blue all the way around, you know, and a whole bunch of different joints and stuff like that, this cartridge in here in these Moan is designed to flip it around. So basically this side right here is the cold, and this side is the hot, even though in here it's showing that this is cold and this is hot. So it's in the cartridge in these Moan, so that it's correct here, hot, cold. I got my shower stub out. Everything looks good. I gotta put a piece of 2x4 up there. I'm about done for the day. I gotta take the trailer back to the storage lot. I'll do that. But all right, let me clean up a little bit more and I'll be back. All right. Old Black Betty. Back at the RV storage. It's Sunday night. A very, very, very productive week. We got got a good jump on the plumbing, on the cabinets. Got the shower valve in. Got the shower spout roughed in. Everything is nice and tight. Doesn't bounce around. I'm gonna put some more spray foam on my pipes. I still have to stop and get a couple more crimps. I ran out of ½ inch, but that's no big deal. Got all my pipes are spray foamed into their holes so they won't bounce around. I'll put a little bit more on there, and got some in there. The best thing to do with this stuff is just let it dry, let it harden up wherever it wants to be, and then you can cut it back later. But really keeps this from bouncing around and, you know, moving and stuff like that. Looks pretty good. Can't wait to take a shower in there. If I'd have had those crimps, I would have turned that shower on today. But yeah, I'm real pleased with the cabinets. I got this one shelf up. That's the bottom of it. I've got to there'll be some lights in that'll be, you know, underneath. Of course, this gets covered up too. This whole thing area here gets covered up. But here's where the bed is and the mattress, and there'll be a light over here, you know, shining down, and a puck light LED shining down here. Of course, with a switch for each, they'll each be switched separately, so, you know, if she's reading or whatever, she can do her thing. I've got my electrical boxes roughed in. I didn't get to the wires today. This week I was going to try and do that, but those go in like that. We'll have our 110 and USB, and then we'll have 110 USB, and I put another box in there for some 12-volt stuff, switches and stuff that'll control the, there'll be a light there, a light there, a light there, and a light there. And those will be dimmer switches, so we'll have to get out of bed to do that. I think I showed you this before, but every time I use a can of spray foam and I don't quite use the whole can, I squirt the rest of it, just squirting it behind the shower enclosure. And man, it's stiffening that wall up pretty good. And can't put it on too thick, so what you do is you put a bead, and then when that hardens, then I'll be able to fill in the gap, and then it'll grab a hold of this pipe, sort of like it's doing there now, and that pipe is not moving. So that's good. One of the things I wanted to try to do this week was I've got a since this is the bed area and that's where the TV's going, I want to put a lot of blocking in that wall right there so I can have real solid mount for the television. I have to run the cable TV, I have to run the HDMI cable, at least 2 outlets, because above the television, yeah, probably above the television, I'm going to install a cabinet to a very thin cabinet, maybe, I don't know, a few inches, so that the DVD player and some CDs and stuff can be up and out of the way, and they'll be above the television. And we're only going to have one DVD player, and so I'll be running some HDMI and some cable TV out here, because that's where the furnace goes, and above that is the stove, is the refrigerator. But right here will be a wall on the side of the on the refrigerator. So that wall will go from the floor all the way to the ceiling. So on that opposing wall, on this, on this wall right here, we're gonna do another TV mount. Okay. And no reason to have 2 DVD players. We just have a DVD player in the bedroom, put the DVD in, and then we can come out here and watch it if we want to watch it. If we're sitting out on the deck or whatever, we'll still be able to see the TV when the ball game is on or whatever. So that'll be pretty nice. And what else can I tell you? So I think I showed you this earlier, but these are my for my water supply for the vanity sink, and of course the drain. I'm going to bring the trailer back home on Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'll get some of this stuff buttoned up, and that I started. I got a real good start on my cabinets back there. They look really good. Anyway, let's walk around to the utility room. Let me go ahead and lock this up down here. All the windows are closed. I got my braces are down. Lock the door. Gotta lock the door. Okay. All right. This old Black Betty. I guess we're gonna call this White Betty for the time being. I'm gonna have some, some graphics put on it. Big giant U.S. American flag. Minimal, but it'll look nice. All right. Well, this is now ready to work. I've got the got it coming in. I've ordered another one, and I'm gonna go ahead and mount it below it. I've decided, and that's gonna be for the generator. I was gonna put you know, it somewhere over here, but you know what? Right there's the perfect spot because I got to bring my wire in anyway. And I actually I'm either going to go above it or below it. It doesn't matter. But anyway, that's what that other hole is for the generator wire. So I'm going to order another one of those. That's the surge protector. And there's my automatic transfer switch. And there's my electric panel. Okay. So I can't climb up in here. It's too high right now. But oh, wait a minute. I do have a little step stool here. Just gonna climb up in here. Okay. Oh, I forgot to move that. I'll put that up there. Okay. So what I've installed is the 50 amp shore plug, the progressive surge protector, and the transfer switch. Okay, so surge protector, transfer switch, and the main circuit panel. It's wired up. I've got my 50 amp main breaker installed. I'm not going to pull the screws off. You're going to see inside this panel quite a bit over the next few weeks. But from the plug all the way up, we're wired in. So we're ready to go. We're ready to put in some breakers and start installing some plugs, because the converter needs a plug, and that'll be a single outlet, and I'll probably sneak that in here somewhere, and depending on where I put the converter, but it's got a fairly long cord on it, so which I may cut and put my own receptacle on it, no big deal. But okay, so basically one automatic transfer switch is complete. The whole circuit's complete. When I start again, I'll be putting in the second transfer switch and the inverter. Okay, and of course the inverter will power the sub panel that's not there. It's underneath that box. It's right down there. And that sub panel will have my microwave, some TV, plugs, the AC, and the heat will be in that sub panel. And if we don't have shore power and we're strictly running off batteries, which we all know are inside this battery box, the batteries will go through the inverter and will power the sub panel, and we'll be able to do all the things we want to do. I didn't get to the solar panels this weekend. Probably next weekend I'll get to it. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked, pretty pleased with everything. The other thing I got done today was the gas line is now run. It's piped in. I've still got to seal up, you know, where I drilled through it with some lap seal. But that's hooked up, and okay. And I think you better see it. Let's see. Nope, can't see it from that side. So there's the gas line coming down, and it's running over to the front of the trailer there. You can see the orange. You can see the orange cap on the end, and there will be a valve there and there'll be a T. And one side of the T will supply will accept my my propane, and the other side of the T will be a quick connect over here for a propane gas grill connection. So, oh man, lots of stuff got done this weekend. All right, I'm going to cut this video off. Just wanted to kind of give you an idea of everything I got done. Again, my batteries are installed. I've got just the this cable right here. I still got to secure it, and I will. But I've just got those laying inside there. They're not hooked to the batteries right now. And there's my Victron shunt ready to accept everything that's negative. And oh, one more thing. Right above the service panel there, the main lug panel, is the frame to the coach, and I'm going to be putting a 6-gauge grounding wire, and I'm going to ground that box, which will in turn ground pretty much anything that gets grounded to to the system for the earth ground will all be grounded through the frame of the trailer to my service panel. Well, not to my service panel, but that's where I'm going to make the main earth connection. Earth meaning the ground. All right, need to lock her up and head on home. I dropped my keys. Miss Gina will be coming home at about 5. This was her work weekend. But it's looking good. It's about time for another bath, though. It's looking good. Yeah. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to show you when I had that door open. Now I live about 10 miles from here as the crow flies. And so I decided that I was going to keep my tanks full. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but both tanks are about, they're about full, 2/3. Anyway, I drove over here with them full, just to see how the truck would pull it, and it pulled it like it wasn't even there. Like it wasn't even there. So, of course, I don't want to be pulling, the trailer all the time with full tanks. That's, right now it's probably about 160 gallons, and if you do the math at 8 and something pounds a gallon, I don't know, probably running around 1,450 pounds. And didn't even grunt. So I'm leaving the tanks full just to, just so that if there's any leaks or anything like that, I'll be able to identify them and fix them. But I've had them full now for 2 days and nothing so far. Pump works great. I rerouted the supply line. It primes itself perfect. Anyway, all right, y'all have a good day, and we'll see you in a day or so. But If you like the video, like it. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you don't, if you made it this far, thanks. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.